So today we're gonna talk about our time growing up in school and all that, and see where it goes. I have no idea where this is going. I just we're starting off with a topic, and oh, yeah. I can't see your face, yo. We got one more invite. Okay. I think she's coming in a second. How you been, man?
Yeah, I've been good. What about you?
All right. Everything's good. You can't. It says unable to
Yeah.
join. I don't know what that's about. Except, come on, come
But you
on.
can see my face, can't you?
I can see you, but I'm waiting for her to come in. Yeah.
Ah, she's
Good.
here.
Good.
Hello.
Hey. Are you on the roof? Eh? Where are you?
My room.
Your room. Oh, cool. All right. So, how's everybody? Everybody's good. We jump into the topic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello,
So.
Ching. How you doing?
I feel a bit tired. Yeah, but it's okay. Today's not a good weather day.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nobody sleeps in Hong Kong. You don't sleep either.
No, I sleep, but yes.
What time you sleep usually?
Yes, usually. 3 or 4 o'clock.
Yeah, that's Hong Kong.
How are you guys?
I'm good.
Can you hear my voice clear?
Yeah, it's a little soft.
yes. I can hear you well. I can hear you well.
Okay, so I think the way we'll start is we have a topic, we have a question, and then we just see where it goes from there. You're welcome to share as much information as you want, but if anything is too much, you don't have to share it. So the question I thought of today that I thought would be interesting to kind of hear everyone's story is about growing up in school. Like, what were your best or worst memories? So if I say school, if I bring up school, what's the first thing that comes to your mind from your days growing up?
You first.
Me first.
You first.
I can do it. Yeah. I can do that. Okay,
Wow.
so I hated school. I hated school a lot.
Who doesn't?
It wasn't that bad. It was just like it was. I felt like my teachers, I felt like I knew more than my teachers. I know that sounds arrogant and everything, but I still feel like I knew more than my teachers because, shit. It's hard to kind of get back into that feeling, but like I remember I would ask them questions and they didn't have an answer, but they couldn't just say like why they don't have the answer. They would just try to like change the topic or avert the question or something like that, and it just drove me crazy when I was growing up. But what I mean, like, yeah, my school time. There were good things. So if I focus on the good things, I grew up in the States and it was near New York, so I had a really diverse kind of class, and so I got like little flavors of everything, and I grew up with all different cultures and everything like that, which is people didn't talk about the cultures that much though, so it made me really curious, which is why now I'm just so into culture and everything, because I had these friends from India and Russia and all these other countries, but nobody really shared that much. So it just got me really curious. And I guess if I go deeper than that, you want me to go deeper or you want to say something?
I said normal.
It's fine.
is it normal in state which the teacher will not answer the question which they didn't know the answer?
I mean, it depends on the teacher. I had a few really cool teachers though, but a lot of that, like, they have rules, you know, they have strict rules where they can't really talk that much about. My favorite teachers broke all the rules, so, and most of them got fired for it. But
You
one of
went
them actually
you
became a
went to
principal.
you went to a private school? You went
No,
to a
no,
private school.
it's a public school, but it yeah, it was a public school.
Well, I want to
Okay.
know. I want to know what you just mentioned. Some teachers broke the rule and then have got the fire. Right? I want to know what happened. Can you give me one example?
Okay, so like, okay, so my neighborhood was like, I guess you could call it middle class, upper middle class. And I had this one teacher who was from a much poorer neighborhood, and he would share all these stories with us, which were very different from like our situation. And like that was so interesting to me to hear these stories. But like, I mean, I guess because he shared stories and he was part of the church, and like mentioning the church is always kind of frowned upon in American education. It's like we try to keep everything, religion and education, really separate. But he wasn't trying to convert me or anything. He was just trying to tell me his stories, right? Or tell us his stories. And like I didn't see any problem with that. But some parents got upset that like, oh, maybe he talked about um, like economic issues that students were uncomfortable talking about, or his own personal religion or something like that. So those were like really sensitive topics, but he was doing it very respectfully. So I got really angry when he was fired. They didn't tell us he was
Yeah,
fired, but he disappeared from the school. So
but for
yeah,
me that's
It's how people are fired. You
yeah,
don't talk about it, they just get fired.
yeah.
but I think that's insane. Is just okay. It's weird for me. Like, I'm Hong Kong, but
Yeah.
we will not separate the religion with and the education. I can
Mm.
say actually they combine together because all not all but it's not all school is I think it's 90% of school they
Mhm.
have the some religion background. For
Mhm.
example, most of them is Christian because our school is always supported by Christian group. I mean, even though they sponsor or pay money to build a school, okay. So it means everyone goes school have to you can't escape from the religion.
Mhm. Mhm.
We will
That's
just
public or private?
uh, public. Some
Yeah.
private school also have religion. I think not some. I think it's just 90%. Is you okay? You really hard to find a school which not know any religions.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
hard. Yeah. So for me, when I know your story just told me,
Uh-huh.
just just I don't understand why I have to separate.
That's public school though. For my case, if it's private, then religion's no problem.
Mm.
Yeah. So
Okay.
the
See.
idea is that
Wow.
if it's sponsored by the government, then they're not supposed to talk about religion at all. But I had another favorite teacher who was not fired, but he was much more careful about like I don't know if he was careful. I think we were younger, and I guess nobody complained about him because I don't know why nobody complained about him. It might have just been we were too young to really understand what he was talking about. But he would talk about his own beliefs too, which were a little bit more new age, and
Was it
he got away with it. Huh?
was the belief, was it kind of the belief of the teacher, was it sort of infringing? Was it did it feel infringing on the students back then? Like I used to think no student is or no pupil is actually young, even at age 5 or
Mm-hmm.
6 or 7. Young children are actually aware of so many things than you give them credit for. Young children are much more aware than we adults think. They learn so fast, they're influenced so easily. It could be that the reason why the children never cared was probably because his beliefs were not forceful, or it was not infringing, or it was not harmful in any ways. Had it been, it was, maybe you could have like learned some things, or you could have, reported to either your parents, or you could have negated what he was teaching, basically because you found it to be too infringing. But I think one of the reasons why you guys never cared was maybe because he was a carefree teacher. He never tried to force his beliefs or try to make it impactful to an extent. I think probably that was the reason as well too.
Yeah, well, I guess with the two different teachers, I think both of them, we kind of, like, most of the students liked them and respected them. But the one that got in trouble, he was teaching high school, actually. And the high school kids already started to have strong opinions about stuff. But the other one was teaching junior high school, and the kids were just kind of like, both of them were really respectful, though. It's not like they were trying to preach their beliefs to us, which is why I think it was okay, They were just saying, like, this is my belief. I'm not pushing this on you. I don't expect you to have the same beliefs as me, which I think is okay. But, in America, it's very sensitive.
I think when they touch the topic about New Age, that is a sensitive topic then. Because it's not the traditional, it's not the...
Well, he got away with it, though, because, in the States, we have very clear idea of religion. At least when I was growing up, it was like, you're a Christian, or you're Muslim, or you're Jewish, or you're Buddhist or something. But the way he expressed it was a little bit outside of those terms. So he got away with a lot more, I think. He was able to, like, he didn't focus on a church, or, like, he never mentioned anything like that. It wasn't like symbols that people recognize. Like, if you talk about the cross or something, everybody recognizes that. But the things he was talking about were very foreign to us. So he mentioned the soul, but he mentioned it outside of the context of any religion. So it was, like, nowadays people might be more sensitive about it. I don't think he would get away with that now, actually. But back then it was okay, because we were just kind of curious, like, what's he talking about? Like, most of the kids in the class were like, what did he say? He said something like, he said he believes that, he was talking about reincarnation, actually, I think. He was talking about reincarnation, how he thinks this is like a beautiful idea, and how he's very interested in it. He didn't say, like, he believes in it or not. But so this kind of idea was, I think it was okay, because we were too young to, like, most of the kids weren't paying attention that much. And then the few kids who were paying attention were more interested in it. But then if he were to do it with high school kids, they would start to debate with him, or maybe, and that's what happens in American high school, I think, or at least it did when I was growing up. Yeah. So that's something I remember.
I just find that I think we miss a key point, which is I think must have a student campaign the children, the teachers. So who will campaign the teachers? And,
I mean, in the States, there's a lot of really, really argumentative people that want to, like, and also, like, people are really scared of someone coming to try and convert their children or push their kid into some direction. So it's like, it's a reasonable thing to worry about. But I think, like, if the teacher expresses that they're not trying to push you down a certain path, I think it's fine. But I think a lot of people, that drawing that line is really hard, and they want to make everything standard. So as soon as they bring something up, there's some kids that are really sensitive to it. It's like, he talked about this, and then they go tell their parents.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what happened. I don't know where he went. I just know, like, he was way too real with us. He told us, like, his own personal stories that a lot of teachers are scared to tell it to students, I think. The second teacher that was...
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there has to be some sort of perceptive filters to how we talk about things in life generally.
Mm.
Um, just like you can't begin to tell a young child about death, how they are going to die, or you begin to tell them about government secrets, or begin to tell them about things like propaganda.
Mm-hmm.
There are things that are way too real for us to comprehend in life, even for adults, not
Mm-hmm.
to talk of young kids. I guess probably that was just it. There are sensitive things we shouldn't talk about. Not that they are not real, but we just have to not talk about it because of our mental health sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So as a teacher, sometimes people in our teachers I know are often drilled or taught not to do this, just so they could follow the regular process of teaching and just impact rather than just trying to influence children in things like religion or political parties or politics or things like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, do you think that teachers should stay away from any of those topics completely, or do you think there's like sometimes where it's okay?
No, I don't think they should stay away. I think they should create a balance instead, not stay away, but not completely stay away. A balance should be created because, in as much as we are teaching them knowledge isn't just about what you learn in the four wall of a school. It's about reality as well.
Mm-hmm.
Knowledge is about reality too. It's about life in general. When you learn about how to be educated, you need practical knowledge, realistic knowledge to relate your education with what you have actually learned.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I think school or education should be about.
Mm-hmm.
But I think have some benefit when we can discuss some sensitive topics, because it's about the it's like the critical thinking. You will start to think what, for example, like what we have to do or not, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's really hard to like just stay separate or can't talk, and
Yeah,
if
yeah.
we can't talk about it, that it means we have no chance to to discuss with just our schoolmate or friend. When you have no this, when you haven't this muscle to think, you will lose it. No, okay, maybe not just lose it, is can't build it. Because when we in school is still young, and but I think it's hard to say balance, like how to balance, what is the line.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, thinking back, I had a bunch of really controversial teachers that nowadays would probably get in trouble. Like I had I don't know though, like it's really hard to imagine. But I had one teacher that told us all the secrets that like basically the history books don't really talk about that much, but nowadays they're starting to talk about. So like for example, Columbus did some terrible things, but when I was young, we didn't talk about that. We just said, "Oh, Columbus Day, everyone's happy. This guy he brought Europeans to America, right?" And we never talked about the bad things he did to indigenous people. But my teacher was like, "Hey guys, yeah, he also did this really bad thing too. So keep a balanced view, you know." And he got away with that. That teacher got away with that. He was Filipino actually, yeah.
Oh,
But like he got away with a lot of stuff too, because I don't know why some of the teachers got away with this stuff and some didn't. There was some politics too. Maybe they got along well with the older teachers or the principal, so they could do that. I don't really know why.
People are much more aware now. People are much more aware
Yeah.
nowadays. There is an inclination to be aware of things that
Mm-hmm.
are generally happening. When you look around, you see that people are getting sick. People are getting depressed due to what they hear and what they see. There is this basically there's this aspect of the present that we find ourselves now that is much more different from what we used to have.
Mm.
You could see that the more we are getting advanced as humans in lifestyle, culture, and education, you see that people are becoming much more aware. So things that would generally pass in the past might not pass nowadays. So I guess that's the difference.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I think we don't have to think we don't have to say teacher is a great idol or something. Actually, teacher is just a job, you know. To be serious, yeah, just a job.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I
not get
agree. I
trouble,
agree.
yeah, not get
Yeah,
trouble. Everything will be fine. They will have pay. It's easy.
yeah,
Actually, this is quite normal in Hong Kong. Okay, sorry about it, but it's quite normal.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, just a job. So they can don't teach, just follow the guideline.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
teaching,
she's right.
so I understand that too, because just teaching, you feel a lot of pressure to be perfect all the time. But I mean, I don't follow that at all. I say, like, if I don't know something, I say, I don't know that. Oh, I spelled the word wrong. Sorry, I'm not perfect.
Yeah, yes,
Uh,
yes, yes, yes. Uh, uh, okay.
but so, like, in general though, how the teachers, how can we say that? Like, what's the relationship? Like, what's the question I want to ask? How do people feel about the teachers? Like when you were growing up, how did people feel about is it like, oh, we have to listen to everything the teacher says, or oh, the teacher's just an asshole, so I'm not gonna listen to the teacher, or like what was the attitude you had towards teachers when you were young?
I guess it depends on the kids or
Yeah, for you, for
or
both of you.
me. You can't believe it. I just follow that strictly.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Totally.
100%. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
but just unfortunately, I always can't follow it. I mean, I will do the task which they want us to finish, but just I can't. So I always got the pressure or disappointed to myself.
Okay. So it was hard. It was hard to follow what they said, but you tried.
Yeah, but
Oh.
fine, when I fail, they will not help me.
Did that change
So
how you felt about it? Did that
yeah,
make you? Uh-huh.
I think they didn't know it. They just try to like hire me like let just don't want to face it. I think that's why I know. That's why I told you, teachers just a job because I can talk about you about some my school background. I was in the okay. I'm in the public school too, but the school is quite bad. I mean, in the really lower levels, because in our system we will okay in my age we have 5 levels. I forgot it's 3 or 5 levels of school,
Mm.
and I'm going to the last one. So the teacher, honestly, they just like want to keep everything fine. Okay, teach is teach. Just open the book. That's it. Yeah. No one
Uh,
can get to the university directly, even though the first one.
so because you had a hard time when you were younger, they put you in the kind of really easy school, and then
Yeah.
did you feel bad about that though?
I don't like it, and I feel
Uh,
bad in that time.
Did
I yeah
did you
I
grow up with your parents? Did you grow up with your parents?
yes yes yes. I still live with my parents. I like it.
Ah,
I like it so much. I just
I
can't.
didn't
I
like it. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all.
really I like it. I like it. Anyway, so I like it. Just don't just why can't stay with the parents? Maybe because my parents and I have a good relationship. Yeah. So
Wow.
it's yeah. But when the time in the school, actually my parents quite worry about it because the school there's always got trouble. The student is always got trouble. It means every week we'll have the police come to us.
Yeah?
Ah,
For what? For what? What kind of? Why did the police come?
Just want to let us don't make any troubles.
What kind of trouble though?
I don't know. They just maybe have their car will park in front of our school when we have time to leave, something like that. Because there's always have the other guys stay outside of our school.
Who was staying outside the
so
school?
would you say
Who stay? Some people from company.
But I missed it. I missed
wow?
it.
You don't understand? The some guys from the company, they always do the dirty work and something like that. So that's why the police came.
It's not connected to the school. It's just people outside the school.
And it means the student connect with the bad guy. Can I say? It's not bad actually.
Okay.
Just normal guy. Yeah, but they
Okay.
are friends with them. I don't know what will they do, but they just come to like want to wake you after school. Let's go to do some party or something else. I don't know. I just don't know what happened. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So because the kids were friends with some people outside the school, they were, be careful of these people, or like lecturing or something like that.
Yeah. So you can't.
So the police get involved in education. Yeah.
What? Huh? What? I can't.
Can you say it again?
Said so. Yeah, I said so. The police gets, are involved with school, just to keep kids out of crime, right?
Not involved. No, they just go outside waiting for us in front of a gate.
That's a good country there. That's a good country.
Okay,
I would have had a problem.
But they just.
Or would you say you loved such a system, like you were comfortable with it, you liked it, or you didn't just care?
I just feel disgusting.
Why?
Because like I'm not friend with my old schoolmate. Yeah, so yeah, so I just don't understand what they wanted to do, and I don't want to think what they want to do. That's it. Just that's it. And then when I want to learn from school, I have no chance to learn because the teachers is always punish us, like keep angry in the class levels. And I just thought, I want to know some knowledge, please. So when I learn in school, I just read my books, like try to learn how what I can learn. That's it. Yeah, but I felt
that was
But I think
that was an experience, though.
Yeah, it's interesting. But when this new year, I met some old schoolmates. They graduate they're just younger than me, but we was in the same school. And then I think we know a benefit. We find some benefit from the school. Okay, both of us just don't like the school, hate it. But we understand we learn the way to survive or live in the difficulty. Yeah. So, and then know how to keep us safe. The safe is just a feeling. I'm not saying they're doing the bad things to us. Just the feeling. Yeah. But yeah. And then I find that they have the strong they always have a strong power and energy to try to do what they wanted to do.
Who the teachers?
Not the teacher. I mean the my friends
The
from the
student.
school.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I think we train a different muscle from there. We are not learning the knowledge there. We just learn the attitude or the way to survive and the way to make us safe. Yeah. I don't want to say what I can't and then I think I can't can I think about a good point about what I did before. Yeah.
no good memories.
Uh, hard. Yeah, good memory. Okay, you have good memory, but just really normal. The good memory is I have an art class and I can join that, and I just feel student there. They are normal. I find a happy place or the normal place in the school, which is just the art room.
Okay, so art was kind of like a refuge for you. It was like a
Resid, yes.
it saved you.
And a drama club, drama.
Okay. And that's
Yeah,
connected to the work you were doing too, right?
Yes, now I'm working in theater, and I think that this from there because the interest started from there. But just I have.
So
you
are.
What?
So you still work theater till now, right?
Yeah. Yes. My income from there. Yeah.
Your income.
Yeah, we're in there. That's why my income from there.
Wow, that's good.
I'm not doing it for free. No chance. Sorry. Okay, if you are really friend with me, I'm okay for free. Like support you. Yeah.
Small scale stuff you can do for free, but if it's a big deal, no way, right?
Yeah. I will learn how to be an actor. I need to come to Japan to be a full-time actor. I want to be a millionaire.
You're an actor now.
Yeah. You could here. What about Hong Kong? Could he be an actor in Hong Kong?
Could he? Can you speak Chinese?
Yeah.
I'll learn.
Oh, okay, then it's possible. But I'm pretty sure you are not easy to get the chance to always have a performance. Like really less chance, but have chance. You understand?
But yeah. I want to be rich, so I'll give anything to be an actor. The goal is to be rich while acting.
Then you have to go to the stage. You have to go to America.
Nah, America is I don't want to go to America. I like to come to Japan. Looks like I'll get more opportunities. Small-time actor. I'll grow in the industry and become rich.
Japan is possible. It's possible. It's not easy, but it's possible.
You just say you want to be rich, so you have to choose the industry which is bigger or the bigness in the world. Then you can get the higher pay.
Now I know you guys are going to help me. You are going to help me. That's why I'll prefer Japan.
I'll try. I don't have so much power, man.
Let's say can be a singer. I say you can. Do you think do you want to be a famous singer?
Nah, I just want to be rich. That's all.
Yeah. Singer
Yeah.
and being a singer is different.
Not. I mean,
Man,
all you can do is if you just you dress you if you wear some crazy clothes or something, maybe you get someone's attention. You come to Japan and you do
and then
something
I get,
very yeah.
yeah, I get people to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I have millions of stream on Audio Mac, and the next thing I'm driving expensive cars, and I'm living in good houses and all that, and you know, that's what I want. That's a crazy dream, I know.
No,
Yeah,
just
how you
start
do it?
now. Learn. Just
Huh?
start now. Learn the language. If you want to go to
Yeah,
Japan, just
I
learn
am.
Japanese.
If
Yeah,
you
of course.
understand the
I'm
language, yeah.
sorry for changing.
Mhm.
I'm sorry for changing the theme or the topic. I just wanted to keep that in there. You could go on.
I'm sorry for changing the topic. I really want money right now. I can't think about anything else. I can't eat.
So who doesn't
I
want
can't
money?
sleep.
Who doesn't want
Huh?
money?
It's so
I,
much. I
I
can't
think
even take a
basically
shower. Huh?
I'm the poorest of the three of you. I think I'm the poorest of the three of you now. So I think I want more money too.
Oh. If you learn Japanese and you come here, man, you can you dress in some crazy clothes. You speak perfect Japanese. I think it'll work.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think
I
that's
agree.
probably
Thanks,
the quickest
thanks,
path.
thanks for the
But
tip. I think I'm going to give Ching one more job. Maybe she collects money.
oh, huh? I couldn't hear.
Yeah,
The
can you
signal
hear
just
me?
stopped.
Can you hear me
Yeah.
now?
No, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I said maybe I can pay her to teach me, and you know I could be good in 2 years time.
She's in Hong Kong though. It's Cantonese there.
Yeah.
Ha,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You,
that's
if you speak Japan,
disappointing.
if you speak Japanese in Hong Kong, maybe it's also. I
That's
wonder.
not work. Just
It's not gonna work.
Uh,
It could though. It
uh,
could. But,
I think
I mean,
we
I
know
get
some
stared at when
really
I
basic.
speak Jap. Uh huh.
Yeah, we know some really basic Japanese.
Mm.
Yeah. I think it's like a
But
fashion. We love to learn Japanese too.
I got a lot of attention in Hong Kong speaking Japanese though. It's like they look around, they hear Japanese, and then they turn around. It's me, and they're like, "What?" So it could work. It
they're
could
like,
work.
How about now
Yeah.
when you're in Japan and you speak in Japanese?
Uh huh. If I'm in Japan
And
speaking Japanese, it's no big deal. But when I'm in Japan, I speak Mandarin or Cantonese. Like
oh
people just look at me like,
oh
yeah, 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 yeah,
and they're like, ooh, what's going on?
yeah. No, no, no. They try to keep a straight face. They try. They just. No, but people turn around
Uh,
sometimes.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I once told you that I would like to leave the country
Yeah.
and go to somewhere nicer.
Mm-hmm.
That's my goal basically, to leave the country maybe in 4 to 5 years time.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe settle in a very nice country and grow old, and
Mm-hmm.
have kids and all that.
Yeah. Well, how do you say? Which like you still don't imagine which country or anything like that? Do you know a lot about different countries? Like I know you talk to some friends from other places, so like
Yeah, I do.
what's your image of these different
You know,
places?
the one of the biggest problems of people who live in Nigeria who are trying to go to other countries is the educational system.
Mm-hmm.
School actually. Basically, when you want to go to other countries, you need to have an extent of education for them to grant you access to their country.
Yeah.
So that's actually a problem to so many people who are trying to leave the country. You have to do so many tests. You know, I think some of these embassies, they don't trust the educational system in some other countries, basically. So you have to do some tests to prove that you are worthy to come to their country whatsoever.
Yeah.
So it's always tricky somehow. So, but yeah, I speak to some friends. I just have that long-term goal. Maybe 4 to 5 years time, I could leave this country. I have to leave because this country is not sustainable anymore. So I have to leave to somewhere better. So yeah.
I think it will get easier. I don't know where, but in some countries, I definitely think it will get easier. Because the world is changing too quickly, and skills are more important than the credentials now. I think in the past it's just which school you went to, but nowadays people are looking more and more at like what can you actually do, and like and even with skills, it's like creative skills are good too, and just like I really feel that like they're going to be looking more at like we're all going to be looking more at the kind of individual kind of personality and what somebody what kind of stories people have to share too is I think it's going to be important for a lot of jobs and a lot of opportunities. I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
I agree. But even though if you choose to educate first, now it's easier, I think, because okay, at least you can speak English, so just choose some university which is accept English. That's it. Then you can go everywhere. Yeah, and you can apply the school the some funding or yeah. I think it's easy. I think it's not easy, but I think it's just not hard. Yeah, chance because you're still young.
I feel old. I feel old in my spirit.
I'm not going there.
Yeah, I'm not going there. Bye. Bye.
I got you there.
I'm still young. I'm still young.
I feel old. I feel like I've been here like 10 decades, man. I feel like I've been here for 10 decades, you know.
I don't know what is old or young. I'm
You got the most energy.
Don't look at. Yeah, don't look at this face. This is an illusion here. I think it's the soul, the heart. I think the heart is where the age is, you know, and not the face, you know.
200 years old. Oh man. But
yeah. Sometimes it feels as if I was alive when the dinosaurs were existing. Like I could feel it in my heart that I was there when, you know, when the Neanderthals and the early man was existing, because I feel so much old in my soul, you know.
I was
like,
there. Yeah. Yeah. I understand. It's like stuff can wear you down, you know. But I feel like we're all doing okay. We're all doing okay somehow.
Yeah. But we have our challenges though. We have our challenges. I think people have their challenges, but they learn how to cope with these challenges over time. And you know, it no longer becomes a challenge. It becomes like a lifestyle or something. It gets to a stage where you don't feel that pain anymore. It becomes like maybe you become indifferent to pain. It gets to a stage where people are indifferent to pain. Pain becomes part of you. But generally, when you look at your life, you see that there are so many aspects where you are doing okay. So you just balance the place where you are not okay with where you are okay, and you just live with it. I guess.
Yeah. Well,
So
it all
I
makes us
also
stronger, I guess.